Hello guys, what is up? This is RJ, and this is some StarCraft 2 commentary, analysis, replay, thingamabob. This is Game 2 of Chimera versus Joshs, with Chimera spawning up here in the north position on the map Dig Site. This is a pretty interesting map. I really actually like the design of this map, because here we have a more open ramp. Not very good for Terran, but very good for Zerg. This map is Zerg favorite. It has a gold expansion here in the middle with the Zinlaga Watchtower. So if you control this gold expansion, you can essentially deny your opponent from getting this gold expansion because of how close they are. And you can just easily bounce back and forth, maybe with medevacs or even with Reapers. You know, have like Reapers over here. Even a tank. You can just position a tank here, just siege the whole thing. Gold is very good for Terran. The natural, I wouldn't really consider this a natural. I'd more consider this the natural, but it's so wide open. Just so wide open because you have this whole opening here, and then you have this entire thing here. So securing a expansion on this map is very deadly, which is why most players opt to expand over here, because there is no way to get up here unless you do like some elevator play. Whoa, lag. Getting some intense lag here. There we go. And we have this ramp, which is fairly close. So most players do tend to like to expand over here, but it's very, very far away. The scout for Chimera going in, checking this location. I'm not sure. I bet he thought this was one of the spawn points, because neither one of these players have ever played on this map before. Again, these matches were played live on the live streams of ZillaTBO, which is a really, really good not caster. Live streamer. He's Bronze League like myself. He's learning how to play StarCraft. I'd say he's better than most Bronze Leaguers, and his casting skills are very, very good, I would have to say. The barracks finishing for Josh's right now at 16. Man, why am I getting so many frame drops? That is not normal. I just installed a brand new graphics card, another 550 Ti on my system, bridged them up with the current 550 Ti on my system, and I've just been having some problems with the cards. It runs great, allows me to run Skyrim on max settings. When I'm playing, I do normally get like a performance increase. There we go. The Marine out for Josh is going to kill that probe. That probe is not going to get out of there unless he does some good movement. Probe going around the back and gets sniped off by the Marine. Very good micro drop by Josh's. Chimera, sad face. Josh is now building a second barracks. I would not be surprised to see a 2 racks expand. Maybe 2 racks all in pressure. We do have the tech lab, so it won't be an all in. The tech lab will just decrease the amount of time that he could be producing Marines. And I would not be surprised to see him maybe drop a factory now, or maybe even another barracks. There's the factory. So we're going to see 2 racks with tank support. Man, this lag is terrible. Gonna have to close out some programs. This is a longer match, so I might just have to upload this in 2 parts because my internet can't handle uploading more than 20-minute videos for some reason. So this might be in parts. I'll put it in a playlist. So up here in the base of Josh's, we have he has the Stalker. He chrono boosts the Stalker, going out for some early pressure. We have 2 more gates building, another pylon. I wouldn't be surprised to see him put a Robo, because that is his favorite tactic to use, the Robo. He is not using his chrono on his warp gate research, so it looks like he's not in a rush to get warp gate. So he might not be most likely not 4 gating, or else he'd be just using his chrono as much as he can on this core. Might be going expand, maybe 3 gate expand. He does have the gateways queued up on that Stalker. The Stalker waiting for the Zealot to catch up. That Zealot is quite slow. I mean, it moves like a snail. Some slow. Stalker going up, attacking the supply depot, getting some damage, but they will have to move back with these Marauders. Marauders do have concussive shells. They might actually be able to get this Zealot. It will be close. Nope, no, he does not pursue. He's afraid that there will be backup. There is another Zealot over here, another Stalker. And he is chrono boosting that cybernetic score. There's the Robo, so it is a 3-gate Robo, a really late 3-gate Robo. I would prefer to see this Robo down earlier. Chimera does have very good timings, I would say, for a Silver League player. Very, very good timings. Good. He's going up on the high ground. Going to be able to take a few shots, maybe even take out a Marine if he's sure. He see those Marines. He's hitting the Marine. He takes out one Marine, hits a couple shots off that Marauder. Marauder's going over here, backing up. Army of Chimera going to pursuit. 2 more Stalkers out. Josh's will have to come back. He just does not have the units in order to do this. He could even get cut off here. That would be so bad. There we go. That one Stalker getting hit. Concussive shells microing away. Good. Saving that one Stalker. Getting another Marauder. That Marauder is going to go down. There's just no way he's going to be able to survive. Stalkers just outrange him. Not using these 2 Stalkers curiously. Probably just a mismicro from Chimera. Now Josh's does have a siege tank up. Does he have siege tech? No, he's researching siege tech. It's going up, and look what we have here. We have a warp prism for Chimera. This is good. He loves his warp prism harass. This is a very good spot to warp in 4 zealots. Get the zealots in here. Carry 4 zealots. Warp in 4 zealots. Carry them here. Move the warp gate. Put them here. Warp in 4 more zealots. Take out this entire mineral line. You'll probably lose 8 of the zealots just because that warp gate can't carry that much. There's the warp gate moving out. There is the army of Chimera. Very, very good army for the 8-minute mark, I would have to say. But Josh's does have a siege tank. He's got 2 siege tanks. That will just take care of it. These Stalkers cannot move up. There's just not enough of them. And Chimera is supply block. So is Josh's. They are both currently supply block. They will not be able to do anything but tech up, make more buildings, which is what I like to do when I'm supply block. When I'm supply block, I generally just build more buildings. So when I'm not supply blocked, there it is. There was lag. One of the I can't even speak. One of the spectators was lagging, so lag has been fixed. They do not show it in the replays. He knows something's up. He knows there's warp prism harass going over here. He moved in here just to check. I'm not sure how he knew. And Chimera is getting that expansion. Hopefully he'll get that saturated really soon. That warp prism moving in. Does not have any zealots or anything warped into it. But the army of Josh's is right here. Will be able to easily deny that warp prism harass. He might be able to take out maybe 1 or 2 SCVs, but honestly, it won't be a good trade-off. There we go. He does not even lose a single SCV. He can't get any shots off. Those Marauders slowing down the zealots so much. Wasted 300 minerals right there. Does manage to get the Warp Prism out of there without taking too much damage. Those shields do regenerate, so it's all good. Nexus is still going up. Josh is not moving out. There he is. He's now moving out. That Observer spots everything. They might even be able to get the Observer. No, the Observer will be able to escape. 18 health left. That's a very lucky Observer. Those shields will regenerate, so everything's good. Does have these 2 tanks. Those 2 tanks will help out so much during this push. Currently doing some long distance mining. Man, my frame rates keep dropping. That is just so weird. I'm gonna have to check that out later. Probably have too many things open at once. Is training, building more probes out of that Nexus, getting this whole army out. Very good. He might be able to spot it if he's careful. No, he will not. That watchtower does not reach all the way, but he will see this. He does have Warp Gate finished. He is getting out an Immortal. Does have Sentry, so this will be good. This is a very strong push coming up. No, and he doesn't even A-move. Rookie mistake. That tank just took out 3 Zealots. Did so much damage to this. I don't know how Chimera will be able to hold this. This is a very strong push with those siege tanks, taking even more unnecessary damage. Lost a Warp Gate. Is getting that Immortal. That Immortal might just be what he needs to get it back. He cannot stim again. Those Marines Marauders are going to die. Moving out. Going to take out this small push with, not really with ease, going straight for the tanks. Very good decision making for him. Taking out those tanks. That Immortal helped out so much, getting that. He has lost 2 Warp Gates. But he does have this base. Josh does not know about this base. Has 3 more tanks here. Going to position them up here at the high ground. Very, very good. Good positioning. Will be able, probably might be able to even take out some of these Zealots if Chimera's not careful. He took 3 shots. Way too many shots. Will be able to take out that Immortal with the animation attack of the Stalker. That Observer will get in there. He might actually be able to see it. And he does see that he is expanding to the gold. Very, very good. This gold expansion as Terran is so much easier to take because you have all this high ground. You can just easily planetary fortress this up. It's very hard to get up. You have this narrow ramp, We have 2 more tanks here, not deployed. He's going to move them up here. He's just sitting up here at the edge, warping in Zealots, going to take out that tank. That tank did so much splash damage, destroys that tank, is able to move up, going to take out these tanks. Very, very good by Chimera. The trade-off might not be good because he will lose this whole army if he's not careful. He has to micro that Immortal. That Immortal will go down. Wait, he might even be able to win this. No, he will not. He just did not attack with that Immortal. If he just attacked with that Immortal, that Marauder could have been gone, and then that Stalker could have killed off the other Immortal. Still, very, very good with the Warp Prism. Getting that Warp Prism here, warping in Zealots, using the splash damage of the tanks on the low ground to the disadvantage of Josh's, being able to do so much damage to that other tank. That Immortal, oh, that Immortal out of position, will lose so many minerals. And look at this, now getting Colossi. This is huge. Extended thermal lengths. We'll be able to do so much damage to that bio ball. Very good. Has 5 gates. Needs more gates. Chrono boosting out. Very smart. He knows that this army is coming. He knows that if he doesn't get an army up fast, he will lose. Those tanks are huge. They will do so much damage. There's the Colossus, the hero Colossus. If he doesn't micro this, he will die, and the Colossus dies. So many minerals, so much gas taken out. A huge army for Chimera here. He is supply blocked, losing that pylon. We'll be able to take out those tanks that are out of position. Not using the Zealots to their fullest potential. Loses 1 Stalker, not that much. Going to take out this very, very heavily damaged ball. Has some more Zealots here. Going to sandwich them, and he will be able to hold this off. Very, very good job defending. He still has this Marine and Marauder out here doing some damage, but overall very good. Josh's now has this expansion sort of saturated, just needs a few more SCVs, not queuing them up to the right place. Chimera does have this expansion, but he's not using it to its fullest potential. He does also have this expansion, but the pro count is 30 to 31 on 2 bases. That is not good. He needs at least 50 at this point if he wants to really take that economic advantage. Josh does have the gold, which will help, and he has mules, which helps so much more. Another army for Josh is coming up. That observer will spot it. He will have this army in position at the right time, getting out 2 more pylons. Has that Colossus. This push will do absolutely nothing. Those Colossus will just melt right through those Marines. I'm surprised that Josh's has not gotten a starport yet. He needs the medevac support in order to keep these Marines and Marauders alive for long. He has to micro that Colossus. If he doesn't micro that Colossus, it will die. And that Hero Marauder going after the Colossus, the Hero Marauder gets the Colossus, kills the Colossus, has more reinforcements up, might be able to snipe off a sentry. No, is not even able to snipe off a sentry. That one tank doing some damage. Good micro. He don't back up. That is just terrible. Just go in and attack. He has Stalkers now. And Josh is finally getting an upgrade. Infantry weapons 1 researching for Josh's right now. Chimera has nothing. He does have the Twilight Council. He's not researching Charge or Blink. He needs more probes. He needs to saturate these bases. He needs to take an economic lead over Josh's, because if this continues, Josh's will just pummel him. He has already destroyed so much of his base. He's already had to spend so many minerals rebuilding his base, and Josh's looks like he has the upper hand. His army is getting wiped out time and time again, but he does have the economic ability to just replenish that army, just keep throwing units at him. That tank is not sieged. That would be so huge. That Colossus is doing so much damage. It is not even close. The Protoss army will come out on top. Good Colossus micro, finally not losing a Colossus unnecessarily. Chimera does come out on top. He needs a bigger meat shield because 2 Colossus on only these amount of units is not much. Warping in 4 more Zealots. Josh does have this small army over here and some reinforcements over here. He needs to group them together if he wants to take out this army. The shields on that Colossus are regenerating now, regenerating very fast. More reinforcements coming in for Josh's. 2 more tanks, all that more stuff. He has 4 barracks. just pumping out units. His minerals are slightly high. Would like to see him put down that starport, maybe put another NG bay. Some more barracks would be good because he has 2 bases, and one of them is the gold, which does so much damage. Josh is pushing up. Chimera sees this with the observer and is going to move back to the safety of his base so he can get faster reinforcements, because that's what the beauty of your base. You can just get your reinforcements so much faster, so much more helpful. It's splitting up his army for some reason. Oh, and Josh knows about this expansion now. He will go in, he will attack the expansion. He has these tanks sieged up over here to do damage before these zealots get in here. Still in range of the tanks, taking so many unnecessary hits. Where are you going, Chimera? You need to rescue your base. You need to rescue your base. This base is destroyed. All the probes wiped out. Chimera is now in an economic disadvantage so much. Josh is going after those Colossus, very smart, but he has to micro away from those zealots. There's just too many zealots to just sit there and take damage. He's now at the back. He will get cleaned up. But very, very good trade, in my opinion, for Josh. His army is now very small. Chimera could go in and just all in, use what he has to just go and wipe him out. But if Josh is able to hold this, he will come out on top. Chimera just gathering his forces. He needs to move now. If he doesn't move, he will not survive. He only has 100 minerals. Josh has a huge number of minerals, just so many. It's 2 base gold versus just 1 base. Now it's only 1 base because this expansion does not have any more minerals left. He needs to take this expansion, planetary fortress it up, maybe even put a offensive planetary fortress over here, or defensive rather over here, splitting up his units so bad. Chimera now has charge, is able to take out a lot of marauders. He needs that medevac support more than ever. He cannot stem, or else these units will die on that stem. He is reinforcing them so much, but he needs the starport. He's building an armory to get upgrades for those tanks. Another push going in here from Chimera, going to take out that tech lab. That will prevent any more marauders being built out of that barracks. Those tanks sieged up here. That army cannot go past these lines, or else it will be completely obliterated. Those sentries taking so much damage. Already lost 2 sentries. Good force field. It will be able to squish the forces of them, but still, he has lost all his meat shield. Those tanks are obliterating those Colossus. It will not be good for Chimera. He has lost his whole army. And this, ladies and gentlemen, will have to be GG of Game 2. Chimera has nothing. His base is almost mined out. He has no other bases. And there we go. Chimera with the GG. Well played. Josh is victor of Game 2. The series is now tied at 1-1. And I'll see you guys next time.